This may be the world's most dangerous duo.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Oh, you're damn right. This is part of the show now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We are the best things since salt and pepper.
Oh.
Not just the condiments, the artists.
Oh, okay. Damn.
You know?
Damn.
We are the new kid in play.
Oh.
Except,
why like that?
You know, I ain't got enough. I got a bald head underneath this.
I ain't got a high top either.
But it works out some way, somehow. We are Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
And The Godfather?
You're damn right.
They weren't really necessarily together, per se.
But as a duo for the movies they've done, we're on that sort of level. You know? This is when Drake and Future drop What a Time to Be Alive. Because you got to question that when we're here. This is the Meet in the Middle podcast. This is episode 2, and we are back again.
I was just waiting for you to just come in the podcast. I was like, please, let's just start the podcast.
I'm Adi.
And I'm STEFFY Milano.
And once again, this is the Meet in the Middle podcast.
Welcome back if you're just coming back. And welcome if you're new to the podcast. But we're on episode 2.
So I'm assuming you're probably still new more time. I'm not arrogant enough to be doing welcome back. If you're a returning customer, fair play though. Shout out to you. Yeah,
if you're a returning viewer, definitely, or listener, definitely welcome back. But yes, you happy? We're now on episode 2. We made it to episode 2. And we're not angry at each other. Remember?
Yes.
Last week we said that, you know,
if the episode doesn't arrive, we're beefing.
But we're not beefing. We're still cool. We're cool siblings right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah. You know, it'd be her, but I'll be trying. You know, I'll just be the mature one. Sometimes you gotta be the bigger person. You know. And
you're supposedly that.
Yes. In more ways than one.
If you believe so. Sorry, guys. We're just taking a sip of our coffees. We've had a very long day.
Yes, and I need the caffeine. Like, this is... At work, I start with 2 cups anyway, so I won't lie.
Really?
2 cups straight away. Within the first 2 hours, I have 2 cups of coffee.
The first 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not that bad, and I'm a coffee lover. I'm literally lover of coffee. That's me. But I definitely have just one.
Now, my first coffee is two spoonsful heaped. And then my second one is just 1 to kind of just top it up.
No, I think if I was to do that, like, my heart rate would just be going maybe a bit faster. So I can't do 2 coffees in 2 hours. What I do is the 1 coffee in the morning, I start off, and then around midday I'll have another coffee. I try to keep it at least 2 coffees per day.
Yeah, what's the when I had the,
and I'm a coffee lover.
When I did the dugudum, all I could think was allergy.
Oh, that song! Oh my god, I know that song in a long time.
What? That used to go off.
Guys, people used to shake their bum to that song.
A lot of movement, man.
To the beat.
Dugudum.
I ain't heard that song in time. I think it's from Sierra Leone, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, this whole time I thought it was Nigerian.
What?
Big man saying I thought it was Nigerian. I had no idea, Shadian.
Nah, I think it's Sierra.
The way it was played at Nigerian parties, I always assumed it was.
I think a lot of Africans just liked it. It's not just Nigerians.
Is it?
Yeah, it was very popular amongst a lot of African culture. Like, it wasn't just Nigerians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We be biting a lot of stuff, man. Because I recently found out that apparently jollof rice, we're biting that one. That one's from, is this Syria or Senegal initially?
Oh, initially? So that it came from somewhere and then...
Yeah, so us, man, that are doing well with Ghana, it's neither one of us to start off with.
I mean, food just...
We're all koalas in it.
Food just transpires, like, it just... You know, it's everywhere. Like, especially African food. I feel like for example, swallow. You know, swallow is like... It's like this solid food I don't know how, I'm very bad at describing it.
Swallow is like a category at this point. It's a food category because it could be pounded jam, it could be gari, it could be.
Yeah, but I'm explaining for those that may not know what these are. So I'm just I was trying to describe how it looks like.
Okay.
And I think it's more of it's an African delicacy because I feel like everywhere in Africa there's some sort of swallow if it's made with corn.
To the untrained eye, it looks like mashed potatoes. To the untrained eye.
A very hard, solid mashed potatoes that you can pick up with your hand and dip into soup and then eat it and swallow it because you don't chew it. I didn't know this, by the way. I thought you chewed it because that did not look like something to swallow.
How do you chew?
Okay, Tyra, stop looking at me like that.
No, I don't blame the producer.
Oh, you're with me. Oh, okay, girl. Okay, that's sorry. So we're looking at you.
I thought you were chewing pound. Can you imagine chewing pounded jam? That don't even sound right. It don't look right.
It sounds right to me. I don't know how. And you know what's so funny? Yeah, the uncles used to. Yeah, exactly. They're taking in the taste. But you see, the uncles used to take like big chunks of it. So how are you swallowing that thing, please? Like, it's not normal amounts.
Yeah, them a bit extra with it, to be fair.
So you're telling me that they will take that big amount of swallow and then swallow? That is a lot. That sounds like a lot. Yeah. Nah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so that, you see, that is everywhere. Like, you can find that in Zimbabwe. I think they call it sadza in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with sadza, man. The consistency is crazy. It be breaking apart too much, man. It's not my thing.
It's not my thing to eat either. But I mean, my point is that, you can find different
every time
types.
I've said that, everyone has told me, whoever made the sadza for you can't make sadza. So that means everyone can't make it. Literally.
Wow, sorry. How do you you could have warned me?
Sorry.
I almost spat that coffee out.
No. And this is not because some of my friends have made me eat before. So this, I've told you guys before, don't take it personally, but I just feel as though sadza consistency ain't really, it just breaks apart too much. It's brittle.
Yeah, I hear that.
It just doesn't hold. You see, I take pounded jam, you get me, just Gary, same thing.
Anyways, but yeah, I think with Tanzania they call it ugali, but it's like different flowers.
Yeah,
like they use different flowers. Okay, Tara's licking her fingers, but
she's having flashbacks.
Absolutely do not like any of the swallows in Tanzania. It's not my thing. I'm not. You know what? I'm not a swallow fan, though. To be fair, so it's not something to be shocked about because I don't like any swallow like that. The only swallow that I like is pounded yam, and I also I've had plantain swallow.
That's a new one. I won't lie.
Yeah, it's actually really nice, and I don't mind. I don't mind amala either. That's a Yoruba delicacy, but it's all done with yam. So that's done with yam. So
amala is one of them ones I've always linked it with the local people, guys on the street. I don't know why.
Nigeria.
Yeah, because every time people used to bus jerk, it used to be like the amala Niwedu joint. Everybody's going to go and eat food, on the roadside. Oh, okay. So I just never associate amala. Even when I went to people's houses, nobody's offering me amala. They'll offer me curry, or they'll offer me pounded jam.
But when I worked in a Nigerian restaurant for a bit, and when I had that, I thought, oh, this is amazing. This is sweet. Oh my God. The lick your fingers sweet. Not that I like eating with my fingers, you know me. I'm very bougie. I'm so sorry.
Ajebo.
I really do not like using
to have swallow. Absolute disgrace.
So I use spoon, not fork.
Either way, disgrace.
I don't care. You can look down on me. I don't mind. I'm not having these nails, that I like to have, long nails, which I pay £25 plus, because that's the minimum, and then put use swallow on my fingernails. No, I don't want it. I think it just I wash my hands. I just don't want I don't like remnants in it. I don't like remnants in your nails. I think that's so nasty. I don't like it when I see it on just normal nails in the first place, and that's with anything at all. Forget even food. So yeah, no, it's not my favorite thing to eat with my hands, but I do enjoy it with a nice spoon. And like, I can eat very well with a knife and fork.
Okay, Ajabo, no problem, Sha.
All right.
That's all right. Have you watched anything recently? Movie-wise, actually.
No. I mean, yes, I've watched quite a few stuff, but do you mean like cinema-wise or?
Cinema-wise.
We went to watch something. Well, yeah, we watched Demon Slayer.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
Yeah, that's
that one.
Yeah, I know.
Completely slipped my mind.
We watched Demon Slayer. That's the last time I went cinema. Did you go again?
I went with cinema again, but I went to watch Creed 3. As she sips her coffee.
As I sip my coffee. I'm sorry, guys. I need this coffee, okay? I'm not letting go. But, okay, you watched Creed 3.
Yeah.
How was that? Because I want to watch it. I mean, I haven't even watched 1 and 2, so don't look down on me. But I actually do want to watch. I want to watch them all.
She doesn't support black movies, guys. She really doesn't support black movies. But nah, Creed 3 was actually good.
Sorry, I'm not gonna say anything in regards to that, because you know when somebody is just talking bare nonsense, sometimes it's
true.
okay to reply with absolute nothings.
It's fine.
Okay, continue.
You know, doing numbers in the box office, but you still haven't watched it. It's okay. Michael can do without your support. He'll survive in it. But nah, actually, I enjoyed Creed 3 a lot. One, obviously, I've enjoyed the Creed franchise as a whole. Not that I didn't like Rocky. I did like Rocky, but I just feel like I wasn't of the age when Rocky was out like that, doing its thing.
I hear that because I feel like I was still young.
Yeah.
So if I was young.
So for me, it wasn't that, but I feel like with Creed, I resonate with it more, even just in terms of like the soundtrack and the musical choices. Do you know what I'm saying? This is all things that I know that I'm into. So from that sense, I liked it. But also the fact that obviously Michael B. Jordan, he's an anime guy to an extent. So some of the influences I could see in it were quite obvious. It was quite blatant, some of the stuff that he done. If you've watched the animes, you clocked
in
on.
the actual movie?
In the action movie, yeah.
Oh.
And it was a completely different take on a boxing movie. It almost, you got to look at it more as it's a boxing drama to an extent. You know,
Yeah.
it's a tale of two stories that essentially start off at one point, and you get to see how two people who are similar how their lives can go so differently based off one moment, one choice.
Okay.
But then the eventual where they meet down the road again, and they obviously have their resolution and come to understand each other as well at a certain point. The story has so many elements. I could tell, obviously.
That is definitely anime elements.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That whole, you could take one route or you can take another. Like I always see that sort of like trope in anime like shows and stuff like that.
Two sides of the same coin, yin and yang. Honestly, and you can tell, and this is without being spoilery on the movie, you can tell that Michael B. Jordan's favorite anime is clearly Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, is it?
You can tell that's clear. There are other anime influences in there. You just need to look out for them. There are other ones. But in terms of solely what I could tell was his favorite, that is clearly his favorite. You know? And it's just cool the way anime is just sliding into culture here and there and everywhere, in and out. You know, I mean, like, even the other day, I must have seen this photo up that Jonathan Majors did, who was also in the movie, funny enough, where they dressed him up like...
Wait, is this the guy that was in that cowboy movie? I forgot what it's called.
The Harder They Fall with Idris Elba.
Yeah, with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. So, and obviously he's now Kang as well in Marvel. So he's going to be the main villain for Phase 5 and 6.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's doing well.
The guy's in everything.
He's doing really well.
Yeah. I mean, he's coming into his own, man. Women love him. He's enjoying life, man. It's nice to be Jonathan Majors right now, I won't lie.
Okay.
But yeah, the stylist actually dressed him up, not to look exactly, but you could see that the style that he went for was inspired by Doflamingo from One Piece.
Oh, No.
And I was like, that's
Like,
actually...
you mean like the fur?
Yeah, you see the whole...
pink thingy?
There'll be a picture here for those who are obviously watching it, on YouTube video-wise. You're going to see
I
an
need
image
to
slapped
see
inside
this.
here, but it actually looks pretty cool. I saw it on TikTok somewhere. And I was just like, yo, anime is just infiltrating the world.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I like the fact... I don't know. I feel like some people also argue the fact that they don't really like the fact that most... Like, now it's out there, so it doesn't feel very personal as it did before. But to me, I'm just like, yes, people keep watching anime, please, because then we can talk about it all together.
We all like a niche something. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm like that with certain things. Like, it's all cool when I can enjoy it to myself, and then when everybody wants to come and enjoy it, it's like...
No, I'm sorry. Do you know what? I'm not with that, because
sometimes
I find it so annoying that when I watch anime, I have to change when somebody else comes in. Like, I have to now change channel, change wherever, like, drop the anime, put something else on TV, because the person that's come in doesn't watch anime.
Oh, you better than me. I'm not considerate. I leave my stuff on.
Yeah, that's bad hosting.
I don't care. You came to my house and it is what it is.
That's bad hosting. But no, I appreciate the fact that now there's more and more people that actually watch it, because then, we can watch it together. I think watching things, I mean, not all the time, but I do enjoy sometimes being able to discuss things with other people. Like, people that watch reality shows, like if you watch any trash TV and you like to watch like the Real Housewives as well, like the whole Real Beverly Hills or whatever, you just enjoy watching you just really enjoy discussing these things. I don't know, like I feel like it's better that a lot of people are enjoying anime right now. I'm for it than against it,
Yeah, of course. Look, I'm not a gatekeeper, especially being as I'm an anime lover, not an anime expert. Putting that out there again real quick. So obviously everyone should watch it, everyone should enjoy it, but I get the feeling that some people have. I mean, when I realized that this is really out there, I'm seeing one done, I think it was like Love Island Australia, and I seen a clip somewhere. This Donny used anime to get a girl.
Oh
yeah, it just brought up, and I was like, yeah, I watch anime. She's like, oh my gosh, me too, I love anime. And my mom was doing anime reels. I'm thinking, yo, what? We're not using anime to get girl in 2023. I'm thinking there was a time in life
that would never happen.
It would have been a turn off. Not even just would never happen.
Yeah.
It's so long for you. But, times have changed.
I can't even relate. I'm not
times
gonna lie.
have moved on.
If you tell me as a guy that you watch anime, big turn on.
For you, it's points. Obviously, yeah, but you being individual. But I'm talking about the general
public, 100%.
It wasn't slapping the same way. But,
like you mentioned the whole outfit thing.
Yeah.
So, like, is there any outfits within anime that you feel like, you could like resonate with, like that you could pull off, that you could, that you thought, oh, that's a nice piece, I would wear that?
You see, I've got a thing, as much as obviously on here you guys are going to see me dress casual, just random shirt, beanie, whatever, calm. I've got a thing of being able to do both. So having that smart, suave style too. So for me, if I'm picking anybody, my man from Demon Slayer, Muzan Kibutsuji. The Donny who looked like Michael Jackson.
Oh, him. But the evil guy.
Yeah, I rock with his stuff. First of all, do you know what it is? The first moment I saw him, the first thing I did, I went on Google and just typed in Demon Slayer Michael Jackson, just because I wanted to see if anybody else pieced this together. Because I'm like, there's no way nobody's not clocking this.
The fact that he is definitely inspired by his character design is inspired by Michael Jackson.
He's literally either You Rock My World or Smooth Criminal. Like,
I think You Rock My World is the right one.
He's somewhere in between both of them. That's what he looks like to me. But
oh my god,
there's something about that.
And plus, his initials are MJ.
Is it?
And his name
Kibutsuji. Where'd you get the J from?
Oh, okay, no. Sorry, it's MK.
MK, MJ, same to E. Close, you
Not
know.
too far.
Not too far. You know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's something me I just like about people that wear suits. It looks cold, man. Like even just across normal TV shows. Like obviously, I'm a big. Not big, actually big. I really do love the originals. Like Vampire Diaries is nice, but the originals of me is where it's at.
Oh my God, the brother, what's his
Elijah.
name?
Elijah Michelson. Oh my days. What?
That creepy guy.
Brother in his suit will kill you. Beep, beep. My man would then just whip out his handkerchief. Clean his hands. There's something cold about someone that kills you whilst they're dressed nicely.
So you like a militant bougie outfit?
Yeah, it just looks cool. And me personally, I like suits, man. Nice fitted suit, whatever types. Like suits are just cool. So
inspired
I'm like
by
Barney
MJ.
from How I Met Your Mother. Like in my ideal world, when I get older, like I just want to be rocking suits.
He was
man.
obsessed with suits.
Yes, and I understood the obsession.
You
look clean in a suit.
I think he had a pajama, suits.
Okay, I'm not going that far.
Like he had a pajama overall that was literally a suit. Like it was such a weird one.
Yeah, I do love suits and the whole just.
So MJ is the only one. The other one.
He would be the main one, and then, you know, if we're throwing out a summertime look, I would probably go with summertime. Summertime, I'm trying to look a little bit like Luffy. Summertime.
Yeah, I like Luffy. I like the casual the slippers.
Open shirt. You know what I'm saying? You can, with the hat. Obviously, I'm not buying a straw hat, but you know, you can do the J Huss fisherman hat type thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a cool vibe. Open shirt with the shorts, you know. Yeah, summertime.
But you do like an open shirt. You bloody...
Not even an open shirt.
What's it called? You show off. Just because you go to the gym.
I don't like shirts, period, during the summer. There's no point in buying a shirt. I'm the kind of person that I could leave my house without one. But I choose not to because, you know, you never know in it. But, yeah, I didn't do all that work to be hiding. For what?
Fair enough.
It's summertime, man. Come on, let loose. I can't do it in the winter. It's too cold.
When you say summertime, it always reminds me of
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sing. I'm not singing.
Okay.
I'm not singing.
I'll do it. I don't mind.
What
about yourself?
Well, for myself, I would say that I really, I do like Winry. Anime outfits are a bit funny, to be fair, because they're all like mainly, not all, but most of them are based in high schools. And then for females, it's always a bit like too breast showing and stuff like that. But I would say Winry from Full Metal Alchemist, because it's a very tomboyish look, and that's sort of my look kind of thing.
Oh, the girl with the old man hat and...
She didn't have no old man hat.
She
was like the mechanic. She was like the girlfriend mechanic. That's not a girlfriend, but there's a bit of a love interest between him and Shorty. Yeah, no, I had the little girl that was out here looking like a whole tomboy, and then they realized later on she was a girl. That was the person I had. Don't worry. But yeah, Winry, yes, I'll take her look a bit. I actually really like, Mikey, you know, Tokyo Revengers, the long coat, that trench coat. Yeah, ooh. Hey, do you know there's actually, if you go on the Bershka website, this is not an endorsement because you might not paying me, but you can get some like Tokyo Revenger looking type stuff. Oh, there. Is it? Yeah. Oh, it was a guy I met at the gym actually, funnily enough, because first I've seen him come in. Yeah. He's got like a bleach shirt that he's wearing in the gym. I'm like, alright, it's cool. I ain't gonna say too much, but you know, it's cool. And then he comes in with this Tokyo Revengers shirt, and at this point, I just thought, "On this, I have to talk to him and just ask him where you get your gear Where
from."
did you get that from?
So I just told him, I was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I love the anime gear. Like, where you getting this stuff from?" He's just like, "Oh, just Bershka, man. Like, they have releases every month for different stuff." Oh, yeah. So it's not even just Tokyo Revengers. Okay, I need to check that out. I'm actually really shocked. But to be fair, I did get I have this baseball shirt.
and with the Mikey hand, like Mickey Mouse hand, and I got that from Bershka. Yeah, and I think it's quite cool. I like it, but it's getting old. So. But okay, I need to check out their stuff because I've not really checked their stuff out like that.
I mean, you could do a whole cosplay with it. I won't even lie. Just buy yourself some boots, like some of them Doc Marten boots or something, and then you do the whole little fit with it. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add that I also did like what's it called? I do like the adult outfits. More so the ones that were like based in the 70s, 90s, that like old school anime. So like Neighborhood Story, which had like more of a 70s look, you know, the high boots, and it's just a bit more funkified outfits. I feel like I like the way they played with fashion with that one. And then I also like...
What do you think about Robin? Nico Robin?
No.
One Piece.
No.
You don't like her style?
No, I don't. It's just a bikini top and...
No, you're on about Nami.
Oh, that's Nami.
I'm on about Robin with the black hair.
It didn't
she don't dress as out there as Nami be doing.
No, she didn't even register to me.
Really?
No, it's not.
She got a little bit hippie vibe. It's a bit wavy. It's a bit...
I get that, but... No, it didn't stick with me. I like the ones that really impressed me. Like I can remember them. For example, Nana, like the sort of rocky chic like style that one of the Nanas had, or Tara is having a whole oh moment. What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I watched it. Where she loved Nana, I guess.
I'll keep it a buck. I ain't watched it, but keep describing.
Paradise Kiss. These are old school anime. And Paradise Kiss as well. I absolutely love the outfits that they had there. And that's actually fashion based. And then what other one? Marmalade Boy. Marmalade Boy is an old school anime as well, and I actually really like that one too. It's very 90s, and even their stance was very like 90s stance, like just in their body language as well, like the way they were drawn as characters. Yeah, like very, and the old baggy shirts, and you could like, you know, the men had the high shoulders. So I think that's when fashion to me was really cool in anime.
That sounds like a 2005 Lil Jon music video, but fair play.
Okay.
From the window
to the wall. No, but it's honestly, I feel like if you watch those animes back then you understand the sort of stylings I really like, and they give me like old school vibes, but really cool, like really very like. It's not something that you can't miss out on it. You definitely notice these things when you watch them. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that would be my style-ish.
Ideal.
My style. Ideal. Yeah, for the anime ones, yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm crossing my hands here because I'm cold. Sorry. I just feel like I must look mad odd just crossing my hands
I
here.
just thought you want to show them your elbows or something. I don't know.
No, that's not one thing I want people to look at, Audie. Stop pointing. I don't know why you have to point them out. You're so rude. Oh, you know, yeah, I think you're like the bully in my life.
I've never been. I've never been.
Yes, you've always been.
If I'm bullying you, I'm just getting you back for what you used to do. That's all.
What did I used to do?
You don't remember? Oh, do you know there's a time you threw a stapler at my head?
I did?
Yes.
I threw a stapler at your head?
I must have been like 5. You threw a stapler at my head. 100%.
Oh.
You done a lot of stuff. The only problem is, once I got strong enough to now be able to dish out, then it became boys can't be girls. So I said, okay, well, since we're doing that, I'm just going to taunt you with jokes for the rest of my life, seeing as I can't physically touch you. But you used to bully me. I'm just getting mines back now.
Probably
that's all.
Deserved it. Look at the way you are now.
Nah, you made your own bed in it, so you got to lie in it now. Chop it.
What do you mean I made my own bed?
You did this to me. You made me.
Say I made you.
I am
Your mother made you, not me.
I'm the monster you made.
I'm not. No, I did.
So
you like to blame me for your shortcomings. I'm really not.
These ain't shortcomings. These are my strong points now.
Sorry, but no.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What?
Can you imagine? No,
Now arrest anybody in the world.
No, bro. We're not doing that. Behave yourself. Calm yourself down, please.
Alright, guys. So, for this segment, we kind of wanted to kind of delve into the our intro / gateway / first animes that we've ever watched, whether it be knowingly or unknowingly. Because sometimes some animes I wasn't even aware were anime. I just thought they were cartoons made in America
So did I, actually.
or England,
Yeah.
or whatever country wherever it come from. But I did not actually associate with being anime. So this may have more than one start point for both of us. There's the start point where we're actually aware of what anime was, and was like, okay, yeah, we're getting into this. And then maybe there's the start point of we were unsure and probably thought it was a cartoon or something else and had no idea.
But we were watching anime.
But we're watching anime, knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
So for you, what would be... Let's start with your unknowing first, actually.
Okay, so first of all, I was very prepared for this because I didn't want to come and not say the right names of the animes. I actually wanted to be able to share these animes with you guys just in case any of you want to go and watch them and stuff like that. So I'm going to ask Tara to give me my phone. Hold on a second. Okay, so just that. So you asked me, sorry.
What is your first anime that you've ever watched unknowingly?
Unknowingly,
yeah.
which one did I even start with? I don't know.
Got a whole list and still not prepared.
No, it's not even not having a list and not being prepared. But you said the first one. I can't remember which one was the first one that I watched unknowingly. But I can remember the ones that I actually did watch. I mean, I remember the ones that I watched during that time, and it was unknowingly. I didn't know that it was anime.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't know which one was the actual first one. That's what I mean.
Top 3. What are the first ones?
So I watched, there was a show called, and I watched them all in Italy, because in Italy we watched a lot of anime as cartoons, like for kids.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of anime then, and I didn't know that it was anime until now that I'm more of a, I specifically go for an anime. So I watched Rossana. It was called Rossana in Italian, but that is Kodocha no Omocha. I am butchering Japanese.
Remember,
sorry.
Anime lovers, not experts.
Yeah, so Kodocha no Omocha. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
That sounded like you're speaking Igbo for a second. That wasn't a lie. Big man thing that sounded like Igbo for a second.
So it's such a cute anime, and it was based in elementary school, and I watched this when I was in elementary school. So it's literally this girl, that has this that's good, like she's a superstar, but then goes to school as a normal girl, and then
Hannah Montana.
No, because it's not a hidden identity. Everyone knows that she's a superstar. She's fine with it. And she has to deal with the bully of the class, who then they kind of like fall for each other kind of thing. So it has a bit of like romance into it. It's really nice and it's really cute. And at the time, I was so into it. I watched another one called Magica Doremi, which is Magical Doremi in English, and in Japanese is Ojamajo Doremi. And Lady Oscar, that was another anime that we watched. That is Versailles Nobora. Oh God, I am butchering Japanese.
Okay. At that point, I'm not sure, but it sounded like one Eastern European language for a second there.
No, because it's kind of like Lady Oscar was slightly based in France as well.
What's that called? Versailles what? Versailles what?
Versailles. So I think this is French. The word Versailles Nobora. But Versailles, I can't say it. Versailles.
You can make that sound Russian low key,
Nobora, yeah.
Versailles Nobora.
I don't know.
Versailles Nobora.
It's true. It does sound Russian when you do it like that. But yeah, then we watch Heidi. Heidi La Bambina delle Alpi, which is another one. It's like named in Italian, but it had its own name in English, I think, or whatever. But it was mainly Heidi. Then C'era una volta Pollen, that's Olympus Pollen. in English. Then MILANO is a what's it called? It's a sports anime.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like my first sports anime, and it was based on volleyball, and it was called MILANO in Italian, and another, and it's called Attacker You in English, Attacker You. But it was also sorry guys, I'm trying to read this and at the same time try and tell you what's up. But then there was also Captain Tsubasa.
Yeah.
That was another sports anime that I watched, which was football based. But in Italian was Che Campioni Oli e Benji, and I used to love that a lot.
So far, that's the only one that I know.
Ranma.
Yeah, don't know that one still.
Ranma Half. That was good. Guys, that's my favorite anime. These were all on TV. These were things that I would watch every day. Like, I'll come back from school and watch them. Obviously, Pokemon, Beyblade, all of that. So those were like my initial animes that I didn't know was anime. And I watched quite a lot of it.
I'm surprised you watched Beyblade. I won't lie.
Why?
I just thought Beyblade came a little bit late. Because for me, Beyblade is goated, by the way. Because that's my unknowing.
Beyblade came
That's
not
my
too
first
long
unknowing
after
anime, I think.
Pokemon. Beyblade came not too long after Pokemon. So
see-
I was still in elementary school when that came out.
Is it?
Yes.
So when I'm doing 3, 2, 1, let it rip, how come you didn't? I don't know. I didn't see you man involved.
That's because you guys then copied it and took it at your own time, but it was there way beforehand.
What do you mean we copied it?
I mean, your generation copied it.
That's not true.
But we've been, sorry, I keep knocking the mic, but we've been having it since, like, we've been doing this since, like, we've been on this, you know. Dragon Ball as well. That was a major one.
Well,
that was a major, and I knew what time it was. 7 p.m. in Italy used to come up in Italia Uno, and we used to watch that.
Dragon Ball, fair enough. Beyblade was
Sailor
different.
Moon as well was another one. Yeah, I know. I feel like we were blessed with anime at that time, and I used to love it. Absolutely love it. Like, you needed to, like, take me off the couch. Like, if not, I'll be staying there and I'll just watch.
So that's your unknowing list of animes.
That's my unknowing list of animes, and I know it's a long one.
I mean, because she can't pinpoint which one was first.
No, I can't, because these are things that I'll just come home and I watch. You know, as a kid, you just come home after school, you watch, and that was the stuff I watched.
Now, okay, for me, I would have said Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
But you reminded me of Beyblade, and Beyblade is absolutely good.
So this was unknowingly, by the way.
Unknowingly, I had no idea. I only realized, Beyblade. You know what's funny? I actually went and rewatched Beyblade not too long ago, and even when I rewatched it, still didn't piece together that it was anime.
By the way,
Which
you
is
keep
mad.
saying goated. What does that mean?
Do you know what the term goat means?
No.
Showing her age. Goat is greatest of all time.
Oh, greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Also, it's not. I thought it was an insult. But I thought it was an insult.
I can imagine somebody calls you a goat and says, Steph, you're a goat. And you're thinking,
Yeah. No, but I didn't even associate goated with goats. I just thought, what is goated? And then and I just thought it just sounded like an insult. I'm sorry.
Nah, Beyblade is definitely good. Nah, Beyblade was good. I think more because of just like, I don't know, if everyone my age, we loved it. I mean, we had one guy that had he got the whole arena as well as a thing, and I remember producers laughing. Hey, the arena was lit. I don't care no one says, man. You get your Beyblade in there. Look, it's so nice. I remember actually, I think it was my 5th or 6th birthday. I remember.
Yeah.
I got mom to take take us to Burger King with Ezekiel and Christian, who were our neighbours at the time, with Auntie Bay.
I was there as well.
You were there, I remember. That's what I said, us. Come on now, I included you.
Okay. I was
You
going to
were
say,
there.
I was there.
You came for the ride. You were
But I
there.
didn't know that's why we were going there.
I wanted to go there because I knew the toys were out that time, and that time Beyblade was the toy that they were releasing.
Oh, wow.
Back when Burger King used to do toys.
Do you know what's so funny with Beyblade? I got over the toys so quickly.
Why?
Because it didn't work as well as it did in the anime.
I remember there was this rumor. I don't know if it's ever legit because obviously I wasn't out that late enough to know. But apparently, if you like let it rip at night, thing used to come. Producer laughing at me. I don't like that.
But what does
don't
that
do
mean?
that.
You've been doing gestures with your hand. What does
Like
that
it
mean?
used to come out. The if you had like obviously Dragoon was the one everyone wanted back then. The thing used to come out at night.
Oh, you're saying that at night it would do what they did in the anime?
A little bit.
It came the powers of the whatever the. Okay.
Now I didn't get to test this theory out. If it doesn't work now, I'm just claiming that the time passed for that ability to work.
So
But
wait,
I'm
as
gonna
a
believe
grown
that it
man,
happened.
you believe that was true?
I'm gonna run with it, man. It's my childhood. I'm not letting that go. But yeah, let's say that was a thing and it worked. But now Beyblade, I'd have said would have been my first one. And then obviously Yu-Gi-Oh came along. Yu-Gi-Oh used to come on CITV, the kids' ITV channel in the morning. Yeah, so I used to watch that one before going to school in the morning sometimes.
Okay.
And then obviously Pokemon. Pokemon really hurt my feelings, I won't even lie, as an anime. Because I got tired of watching Pikachu not evolve, man. I waited for so long.
Do not care for
Pikachu
to evolve.
Ash was just out here like Ash was just. You remember Rocky 1 and Creed 1? Basically, these men are fighting, but they don't win.
Oh, the annoying and the annoying anti-hero. No, not anti.
No, not anti-hero, but they're the hero that doesn't quite win, but they have a moral victory of like you tried hard. That was Ash for several years. Ash only won a tournament like 3 years ago, apparently, or something, in one of the more recent series. But yeah, how many years? Yeah, nigga traveled for a time.
I know, but
chopping L's at the major tournament.
Okay, but
that's one thing, yeah. But for me, mainly, it was the lack of Pikachu evolution, yeah. Because I've watched other shows where characters evolve. I used to like Bakugan and stuff like that. All these characters evolve. I'm saying Pikachu, my guy, just touch the lightning stone. Let's get the ball rolling or something. And then they introduced this thing called Mega Evolution at one of the series. And this is where I'm still following on because I'm thinking, surely it's coming. So the Mega Evolution gets introduced, yeah. And correct me if
more of a recent Pokemon.
Mega Evolution came about when I was in like year 9.
Okay.
Year 9, year 10. And this was about the time where I was getting ready to draw the line and say I'm done. So Mega Evolution came about and it was this thing where essentially you can evolve, but it's not a permanent evolution. And it was something that certain Pokemon could get access to.
Okay.
So I'm thinking
that Pikachu,
they're introducing this as the loophole for Pikachu to evolve, but still keep his form. Because at the end of the day, I guess for marketing purposes, Pikachu must always be Pikachu.
Yeah.
So
they didn't want Raichu.
Yeah, so I thought this would work. I'm surprised you actually know Raichu's the evolved form. I thought you'd have forgotten, I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect. Her face, if you can't see it, is bad.
Wow.
But nah, so I thought they've introduced this to do that. Still no evolution. That's why I say you man are mocking me clearly. So I'm not gonna let you keep taking the piss. I said, nah, I'm alright. You're not doing this anymore. That was where I drew the line with Pokemon. But Pokemon, yeah, I say Pokemon was my third unknown anime. But to be fair, I remember how much you loved it as a kid. Because I remember you had the cards as well, actually.
Yes, I did. I loved Pokemon when it came out.
Yeah.
It was like a major thing in my school. Like it was such a massive thing. In fact, I feel Pokemon made me friendly.
You're gonna need to elaborate on that one. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Pokemon
I struggled
made
to
you
make.
friendly.
I struggled to make friends in Italy when I was in Italy in school. I struggled because I was very different. Everybody there was like literally white, and I was the only black kid, apart from one that was Asian, and then there was another boy that was from somewhere else, but they weren't black, and their features are not black. So sometimes, you know, that whole like you're different kind of thing, I felt it a lot, and I was very much quiet or whatever. Not quiet per se, just maybe like an angry child.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, no, I don't know about silent, but I was just an angry child. Like, I was just angry child. So, but when Pokemon came out, I was like super friendly. But that's because I wanted to talk about this. At the time for me it was cartoon, but I really wanted to talk about this cartoon to everybody. I was like, oh my god, have you guys watched that? Yeah, everyone's watching anime. What's your favorite thing? Like, what's your favorite Pokemon? And blah blah blah. And then, you know, everyone can't wait to go home to watch the next episode and come back and discuss it. And then when the cards came out, it was like time to exchange kind of things. So it just brought me together with my class, you know, until the hype died down and I went back to me.
Being loner again.
No, I was never a loner. I was just like, I was barely trying to be in there. Do you know what I mean? But I was not a loner per se. But yeah, no, Pokemon was definitely that anime for me that was like amazing and fantastic, and I loved the journey. For me, it was more so the journey of Ash that I really enjoyed, with the Prairie Brook and Misty. Yeah. But what's it called? I genuinely had an experience where I will never forget, where our parents did not understand my love for Pokemon. And they went and bought him.
You're still hurt by this?
Yes, I am.
How many years ago was this?
How old were you? You were like, what, 2 years old?
2. So this is 22 years ago, and you're still holding on to this?
Yes, I am still holding on to this. The reason why I'm still holding on to it is because I was like, I couldn't believe that. So my dad went, I don't know what country he went to. I think it's either dad or mom. I can't remember which of the two.
Someone traveled.
Someone traveled, came back with gifts, and I got bed sheets. Yeah, yes, you heard me right. I got as a kid. I got bed sheets that had some girl.
Some show that is kind of. I think I've seen it here in England before.
I've seen it here in the UK. I mean, it's not.
Ain't nothing I'm trying to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't anything popular in Italy.
Or even here.
And I'm this girl with blonde hair, very pink. Like the bed sheets were very pink, and you had this girl that had these high wedges and had, I don't know if it was pixie tails or whatever, and that was the bed sheet that mom got for me.
It was a very typical, this is what girls like.
Yeah, kind of thing. So I definitely got, oh, you're a girl, so you're gonna like this kind of thing. And then Audie got, bear in mind, he's like, what, 2 years old, hasn't watched the anime, doesn't even know what the hell it is. He got Pokemon matching like cords.
Got a 2-piece.
He got a 2-piece cord Pokemon, and then he got Pokemon bed sheets. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Mom? Dad? Whoever it was, you did that to me. So no, I was livid. I was not happy with that.
22 years ago. Let go.
No, this is why you need to know what your child likes so you can gift them appropriately. Okay? Do that. Ask them. Talk to them. What's your favorite cartoon? What you like to watch? What you like to play? What you into? And then buy them a gift.
I mean, it worked out in the end. I mean, to be, hey, look.
It didn't work out. What do you mean it worked out in the end?
What worked out for me, I don't know about you. That sounds like a you problem.
You couldn't even appreciate it. You didn't even know what it was.
I appreciate it now because I can see how much it hurts you.
You see how evil of a person he is? He has exposed his nyash. He's opened it wide.
Oh, man. No. I mean, look, to be fair, in terms of list of bad presents got from them, I still don't think... Look, okay, that one in terms of emotional pain will always be on a high list. So let me not say it's not bad. But I'm still sticking to the time that Dad went to America. He came back and bought you garms and everything. Like, you got some like some nice little tracksuit, nice little fizz. You got some nice clothing.
I don't remember that.
I still remember it because it still hurts my feelings till today. You got that, and he came back and gave me boxers, fam. He gave me underwear.
Wait, so there was a time he came and he did, let's do big gifts. At the time, those were big gifts to us, to be fair. But I didn't appreciate the gift he gave me because he gave you, and to be fair, it's not like I wouldn't appreciate it because it wasn't that bad. He got me a keyboard, right? But the keyboard was less appreciated once I saw the gift that he got.
I mean, nah, your eyes are too big. Look at your own. That's your problem. Come.
I could not believe he actually got you. He got you it was like a big car truck that you could use the remote to move it up and down. And it's a big one as well. Mm-hmm. And then you could just move it up. And when I saw that, I thought, that is so cool. And it was not for me.
He was trying to cultivate musical talent in you. If anything, it was the more thoughtful
did the
present.
same thing. They got, boy gets car, girl gets keyboard.
Okay, that one you can't say it's a girl thing.
Okay, the keyboard is like a unisex thing.
It's a musical
The keyboard
talent.
is a Do you know that as a gift, I got a kitchen set?
Ooh. And it's so funny now because as an adult, you don't like cooking for shit. You would rather not be in the kitchen.
Don't blast me. It's okay.
Don't put that out there. It's not good information.
Nobody asked you to comment.
No,
but what? Nah, for real. But to be fair, I think that was actually not given to me. I don't know who gave me that present. I'm not sure if it was Dad that gave me that present or it was actually, we had a lady upstairs and I used to call her Nonna because that means grandma in Italian. I think maybe it was her. If it was her, then okay, thank you. Grazie. I love it.
You know, it is.
She was so sweet.
I think this was them balancing up because initially, obviously, you were meant to be a great tennis player. That's why, hence the name Steffi.
Yeah, I was named after Steffi Graf.
Yeah, and after that one didn't look like it was quite panning out because, they just give you the name with no work, no action, no signing you up for tennis lessons, no nothing. Did they give you tennis lessons?
Apparently, they tried.
They tried.
Yeah, like when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah, so for those my dad tried to be King Richard basically, and see if
he wasn't King Richard. He wasn't King Richard because
he didn't have the work ethic.
No, he didn't have the work ethic.
He didn't have the work. He just thought if I give the name, hopefully,
that would be enough.
It will fall in place. Surely the talent will be there somewhere.
I'm
somehow.
Sorry, I disappointed you, Dad. I'm definitely no Steffi Graf, no Serena Williams. I'm sorry.
So he tried and said, let's try and do the keyboard and music. I think that was what.
No, because I don't see Dad even wanting me to be a musician. He's a typical African Nigerian man, and his aspirations after the tennis play thing was more so, doctor, lawyer. Ambassador of something, of some country, something like that.
That's how you coalesced you into taking that course in uni at first. So it was international business relations.
International relations.
Yeah, international relations.
Which at the time I didn't even know what that meant. Sorry.
Today I still don't know what that means. What is that course and what does it do for you?
It allows you. It teaches you to relate internationally.
I knew that was going nowhere from the I said, okay, she don't know what's going on.
I mean, it has to be. I'm just thinking, maybe that's what I mean. It sounds like right.
Them man had dream careers, so everybody panned out.
Oh my god.
Hi, aren't we just big disappointments, eh? I was supposed to be a politician,
Yeah, they thought that you were gonna be one great lawyer, soon to be politician, soon to be president of Nigeria.
As in,
good
but
luck.
You know what? Hey.
Good luck.
Sorry, guys, I tried.
Nah.
Once I realized that political game the way it was, I thought, I'm alright.
Especially with the way politics is in Nigeria right now, I would not want to be a part of that. I would not even advise you to be a part of it.
Yeah, but they're always talking about we should come back and help with that sort of stuff. But I'm fine. I don't even want to talk about Nigerian politics. Let's put that to the side because I will just. I'm alright, man.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. Simple as that, man.
You know. Anyways, what other ones? Apart from you mentioned, Beyblade, Pokemon.
Knowingly, my gateway was obviously I say obvious. Actually, it is obviously Naruto was my gateway.
Okay, we're talking about gateways now.
Now,
Okay.
my gateway, that was where I knowingly picked up anime and said, yes, I now like anime, I'm going to watch. So that was, I must have been at least, I'd say I was about 11-ish. No, about maybe 11, 10 years old. It was around the time when I was still coming back here for just holidays. I hadn't yet moved back here yet fully.
Yeah.
So it was still whilst I was living in Nigeria. And obviously, you know, in that house in Nigeria, ain't no Wi-Fi in that yard. No. So whatever I watched here,
that is in the house.
Yeah. So when I'd come, and even at that one, you know, he's not letting me to go and do that sort of stuff. So more time than not, I would basically, I'd have a whole year of missing everything. Come back.
Okay.
When I come here, that's the first thing I'm running through as quickly as I can.
Okay.
I'm getting through as many episodes of everything I can watch.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know you were into it even as you were in Nigeria.
Yeah, it started out then. So I'd say it was either 10 or 11. It was with Naruto, and at the time, obviously Naruto was already done. We were in the Shippuden era, and I think it was somewhere right before. No, it was somewhere right after they had faced Sasuke and they were about to fight. What's Bread with the multiple hearts? I can't believe I'm forgetting his name now. The one who fought against the first Hokage, Bududu Kakuzu, I think. He was partnered up with Hidan in the Akatsuki. But
Oh, okay. No, I can't remember his name. Sorry.
yeah, I believe it's something along those sort of lines. But yeah, that was where I initially started off from. Obviously, I got impatient, and that was when I got into manga and discovered that was a thing.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, the episodes were done. I was like, oh, I can still go ahead. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep piling through this. I actually wasn't even watching it on websites initially. Back then, you could get manga chapters on YouTube. And people were just kind of playing it along with some music and having the episode and having the manga chapters kind of come by each one. So it felt like you're kind of watching the anime, but not really. Obviously, it's just it's the stills of each panel within a manga page just coming up one by one by
Do
one.
they have like manga audiobooks?
That would be wild to do. I don't think that's possible.
How would
A
that
manga
be wild?
audiobook. How does
It
that
would be
gonna work out?
literally like anime, right? And would it not function almost as if you're watching anime kind of thing?
I mean, there's not enough dialogue going on within a manga panel for you to audiobook it. But I digress. Anyways, that's if someone can figure out a way to do that, that's a business idea. Give us a cut. Remember me.
What if it's out there already? If it's out there, please do let us know.
Yeah, But like again, if it's not, copyrights. I want my money, blood. Big man thing. I want my
claim
bread.
it first.
Yeah, I want the bread. Bring it through. But that was how I first read manga. I didn't even know manga was available on websites back then. I hadn't yet discovered that. So yeah, that was my gateway into it, and then I just kind of got sucked in since then. And that was around the time where, when you're a kid, you got a lot of time. Me, I was those people I got very easily sucked into, like anything that had a greater world or just a lot of characters and deeper stuff. Like that was remember when I brought Heroes and you got into trying to watch Heroes.
Yeah. Heroes was good.
Yeah, and I could just any character, like I would know every character's name, powers, abilities, first name, laws. I wanted to know all the details.
What was that one that you like?
Peter Petrelli.
You know what I did? I put the names together. Petra.
I said Petra. Nah, Peter Petrelli. Yeah. That was my guy.
You know the guy that did that was also in Gilmore Girls, but I know that you wouldn't.
He was also then in This Is Us, I think.
Yeah. He's the dad in This Is Us. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, he's done a lot of good stuff, to be fair. But nah, they did. They did Heroes Reborn.
No. I think you told me this.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
it was just
that.
one season, which disappointed me, but it gave me a taste of Heroes again for a little while. So I was like, I'll take it. I'll chop where I can chop.
Yeah. You also like what's the Japanese dude name?
Hiro Nakamura.
Yeah, Hiro Nakamura. Yeah.
He's a
Yatta! Oh my god. No, that was definitely that he was the character. I liked him as well. And he was so friendly and he just gave me
with them cheeks.
Yeah, like
man.
You know kind of guy.
Yeah, nah, that was my gateway one for me.
So my gateway anime was also Naruto. Obviously introduced by
yours truly.
Yes. So I was I think I was like,
it was my second attempt, by the way, notably, just to put that out there. You didn't rock with it on my first attempt.
No, I didn't. I don't think I rocked with it. I don't think I rocked with it on the first attempt because I can't remember you even doing the first attempt.
I remember, and also it was around the pain arc time. That's when I tried to do it. Oh, yeah. And I remember then also singing that intro because I used to love that. I think that
I'm not saying like I recall this moment. I'm just saying pain. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I used to love that intro. I used to sing that from top to bottom. But you just looked at me crazy for singing in Japanese. But I love that intro.
Oh god, I that was literally the first time I realized I knew about anime. Like I knew this is anime. In fact, this was my first time now recollecting that a lot of the animations are based in Japan, and understanding that this is all based in Japan. So and I was literally in my early 20s. And then you kind of like, there's this anime and da-da-da. And we were going on a trip together to Italy at the time. And then I was like, okay, what are you watching? And then when we watched the first few episodes, we watched it on the plane, right? On our way there.
Did we?
I think so, because that's the only way.
We were there.
No, I think that's the only, I recollect, I think watching it, I think you had them already downloaded.
I think so, yeah, just in case when I get bored.
Yeah, and then we watched it on the plane, and then I was like, okay, this is not bad. And then, honestly, I had to thank you because you gave me, I binged on Naruto. And at that time, obviously, Naruto had already been done. Then Naruto Shippuden was halfway there, or if not.
How many days did we spend in Italy? Because I want to give people an idea of how much you binged. How many days did we spend in Italy?
No, but I didn't binge. I binged a lot, but I didn't finish everything.
Oh, I know. But it's the fact that you managed, by the time we got back to England, you were already in the tuning exams. And you weren't first stage, they're writing the exams. They were fighting. And I remember it was, I left you because at that time you were still living in London at the time. I remember leaving you as we landed in England. You were taking the train into London, wherever, and I'll go in my direction. I remember leaving you, and you were at Ino and Sakura about to fight. That was where I left you at.
Yeah.
So how many days would you spend in Italy, just to give people context on how much you binged? Because I don't think we spent that long. It was literally a weekend.
I feel like we spent 4 days in total.
4 days? That feels like... It was 4 days.
No, yeah, I think it was 4 days in total.
4 days ran quickly. It felt like it was a weekend. But fair enough.
No. It was about 4 days. But
so
yeah.
4 days, you managed to run through the start of Naruto. You managed to run through the what was it? I think it was the water bridge. I forgot the arc of Zabuza. You managed to run through that.
Yeah, I did.
What was the arc after that? Did that go straight to tuning? I don't think it went straight to it. You ran through quite a bit, basically.
Yes,
you ran through a lot of episodes in a short period of time, and I thought, damn. I remember looking shocked, and I looked over and
I was so interested. I was so invested. I was really because once I watched the first 2 episodes, I was like, this is cute. It's I felt like, I'm watching it, because obviously watching Naruto kind of brought me back to my childhood to an extent. So I was like, ooh, it has that same style, so I want to watch this now. And then I just got more invested, and I found myself just really being into it. And then I think I was on my last... No, was I in my last year? No, I wasn't. I'm already done with uni. I was just working.
Yeah. So
it was just a good after work, just relaxing and just watching Naruto. And I got into it so bad. And then when I finished it, I was really sad. I was so sad that I started the manga.
Mad. So let me catch up from there and see where it goes.
Yes, because I just could not wait. I didn't even know if they were going to finish it at that point.
No, you went to Shippuden after Naruto, didn't you? You didn't go straight manga.
No, I went to Shippuden, but then Shippuden was not finished.
No, the dub was not finished, I believe.
No, even the The sub was not finished.
You sure?
100.
Keep talking. I'm gonna just check. Tara, real quick, could you check what year Naruto Shippuden finished, sub-wise? Like when it stopped airing, if you don't mind. Because I could swear it was somewhat done.
No.
But you were waiting for dub because you started it off dub.
Yeah, this started off dub, but no. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
around.
started in 2016, Adi.
You sure?
100.
I need to find some evidence. I feel like we're missing timeline, but fair enough. Yeah.
No. I definitely know. I remember. I definitely was like, I can't wait. I want to know what happens next. And I was so invested at this point. And I was like, you know what? I don't mind reading the manga. Plus, reading the manga for me was like, it was definitely me going back to my childhood.
Nah, you're absolutely right. Actually, I remember because I was already done with the manga because the manga was already done by then.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just like, I'm just waiting for the anime to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I definitely wanted to like read the read the manga, and reading the manga for me was like, oh, we now going back to my childhood because I actually loved manga even as a kid. Like I loved any sort of manga, comic books, anything like that. I loved it so much. When in Italy there was this thing where the Disney had this little comic books that they used to do back in the days, and they were called like, and I think it's only Italy that had them. I've not seen it anywhere in English, and they were called like Topolino, which is like. I think Mickey Mouse was called Topolino in Italian or something, Paperino and stuff like that. So that was like Donald Duck. No, not the. What's the duck called?
Donald Duck.
Okay, Donald Duck.
You know about the Disney Duck, right?
Yeah.
Donald Duck, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other one. I was about to say.
Yeah, because I get confused sometimes. Is it Donald Duck?
It is Donald.
Donald Duck.
Daffy's the loony one.
Yeah, Daffy's. They all start with a D, so you know.
It's the alliteration thing.
Yeah.
They like to roll with it.
But yeah, so like, so I used to really love those comic books. I used to read so many of them, yeah. And then I like some of the Archie comic books as well. So I used to get some of those.
Yeah, we used to pass those in boarding school around with the books. Yeah, Archie Comics was lit in boarding school in Nigeria.
I wish I had them when I was in boarding school. I needed something like that. Bloody hell, mate. But yeah, so like that was really something that I was into. And then during that period, we had this thing called Witch. Yeah. And that was like an Italian manga, and it wasn't Japanese at all. It was just Italian manga, but obviously had all the elements of, you know, what a Japanese manga would look like, except for that it's not read backwards, it's read, you know, the other way around.
I had no idea that was Italian until you told me. I had no idea. I assumed it was English and you got it in Italy. Because I watched the cartoon for Witches in Nigeria. I actually watched it. I don't know why I was airing there, but I watched it there as well.
Yeah, because they then because it got so popular, they made an animation, and then the animation got dubbed. And I mean, not dubbed, but like I think they made it an America took it and they made it into a cartoon, and then it continued on there as well. But no, it was like an actual manga, and I had all the volumes. Like I would wait every month to buy a volume, and I remember that time our dad was so into this thing where he was like, you know, he became a Jehovah's Witness.
So everything was off the world.
Yeah, so everything was off the world, and he was just like, you're reading witchcraft, don't read anything to do with witchcraft. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I got into Harry Potter so late because of that as well. But yeah, like that was like really annoying. So because I actually had to hide my comic books at the time.
When you say late, you mean book wise, right? Not movie wise.
No, I mean even movie wise.
Movie wise, we got in by the second movie.
No, I didn't get in by the second movie.
I remember.
I watched the first one.
You bought the cassettes, I rember. We watched the cassettes. Yeah. We got in by the second movie. By the time Prison of Azkaban came out.
I've never had the cassette. I had the DVD.
You had it. There was a cassette you had of one. I remember the DVD as well. We definitely had the DVD.
We had the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone DVD, and I got that late.
You got that late, but we'd already watched it. We had a cassette because we had it in the house we lived in, Birmingham Lease.
Oddy, that's still after that. That's after.
Yeah, but we hadn't got it late. Trust me, we got on time. We didn't, because I remember when Prisoner of Azkaban came out.
You know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to this before you keep going, because I don't know why you're interrupting memories that I know for a fact. Yeah, it came out whilst we were in Italy, right? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never got to watch it in time.
Yeah, we didn't watch it in Italy. We watched it when we came here.
Exactly,
yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. I didn't watch it in time when it actually first came out.
Okay, yeah, but we weren't that late. You make it sound like we
No, but it was late. Like
I
did miss a couple. Like I missed when it actually got released out in cinemas and the whole
100%. We came off the Chamber of Secrets.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That I missed it. Like I actually. How you gonna tell me something that I know more than you? Okay,
My memory is still immaculate considering how young I was during the time.
Yeah, it is not that immaculate because obviously you didn't understand this bit.
No,
like a small boy. But yeah, no. So during what was I saying? So that I didn't even get to watch it. But then there was one of his friends that he was like, I can see that you're really into like manga and I like drawing as well. So he brought me to like a manga store, like a comic book central / manga, like everything in one place. That to me was like a heaven to me. Like it was so amazing. I felt like I was like those kids that love sweets and then a candy store kind of thing.
Willy Wonka chocolate factory type
like
stuff.
Those kind of people. Like I felt like that. I was so happy. I was like, I couldn't believe that someone could bring me to a place like this. I didn't even know that a place like this existed, and I was just so like excited. I kept going from like comic book to different mangas, and then some of them they kind of told me don't go there.
That's one of my things I've always felt like I'm missing in terms of my comic book experience. Because obviously I love DC, Marvel, and all of that, but I've never had that whole I'm going to the comic book shop.
Yeah, no, it's actually really, it was really
surrounded
cool.
by like-minded people.
But the thing is, yeah, I got brought there one time by this person, like my dad's friend. Yeah. But then after that, nobody brought me again, and it was somewhere where I couldn't really go by myself as a child because it was far. Like I didn't even know the road to there. You might as well blindfolded me and then took me there because I wouldn't even know to tell you the route to there. So I couldn't go back and definitely that was not taking me there.
Such a hater, man.
Such a hater.
Big man saying such a hater.
Yeah, so that was definitely like one of my first manga experiences that I can recall was Witch. Definitely Witch. I know yours used Naruto because you already mentioned that.
Yeah, that's always gonna be mine. Naruto was just the gate. It was the start of everything, man.
Yeah, I can tell.
Lol. And it's why I'm one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I stay loyal to a franchise. So even if something's starting to look kind of poor, I'm sticking all the way through, baby, till the wheels fall off, man.
Yeah, I remember you cussing Boruto so hard.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Sorry.
In the beginning. Yeah. Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning.
I'm actually, is that how it actually starts?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was trying to read the Bible.
So wait, he was reading while he was saying this mistake. Oh, God help you. That is crazy.
Oh, man. Oh. But nah, that's always gonna be the genesis for me. That'll be my start.
What differentiates westernized cartoons from anime?
So that just felt like when the aunties are telling you about the Western world. You've become westernized.
It's westernized though.
You become westernized. Nah, I think for me personally, obviously as I've watched anime and I've watched cartoon and I can now tell the difference more so anyways. I think for me was the fact that cartoons, I feel like anime, I feel like actually it gave kids or anybody who watched it, not just kids, but it gave you more credit for actually being intelligent and being able to follow a storyline. Because I feel like with cartoons, a lot of the times it's a one-off episode thing. It's a story that is self-contained within the episode and rarely goes past that episode.
Yeah.
Apart from like the odd cartoon like your Ben 10, which I felt had a bit more storyline to it. But for the most part, it was your one-off thing. Like if you watched Scooby-Doo, Hong Kong Phooey, Penelope Pit Stop, Wacky Races, which other ones they've think of
Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken especially. They literally had stories within the one episode
Ed
had
and
several
Eddie,
stories.
The Grumpy Kids? What's it called? The one that's the two brothers.
The Cramp Twins.
Yeah, that's it.
Cramp Twins was lit. Them man looked nothing alike. That was my first. Them man gave me the first insight into was it fraternal twins that don't look alike.
Yeah, Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, Pinky and
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry was just several stories within one thing. That one's actually a deeper story. Yeah, Tom and Jerry, low-key, they're brethrens. Tom needs Jerry to be around because he's only being kept as a cat in order to get rid of a mouse. But obviously, he knows if he gets rid of Jerry, he's not really longer of use. So my man, they were just doing the little, cat and mouse chase.
Who gave you this background story?
I might have thought about this by myself, but I believe that's what happened more time.
I was thinking, look, where did you
that man were bred?
Was this a documentary
because
that was made? This was revealed.
He never got rid. He could have yammed him enough times, but Tom.
He never was capable to get close, but he wanted to. His face. Have you seen Tom's face when he wants to really get to Jerry?
Have you watched any of the Tom and Jerry movies that they done? They were always still brethren, even in that. Realistically, they were rolling together.
Because they got into situations where they needed each other.
Them man always indirectly needed each other. They just never. It wasn't explicitly said. Trust me. Without Jerry, there's no Tom. You don't get the cat. You only get the cat to get rid of the mouse.
So is that what's that Coyote and the runner?
Oh no, that one different. He just couldn't catch my man. It was long. That's completely different. He tried. Beep beep beep. He kept mocking it. That's different.
That is perseverance at its worst, not at its best. Because this is where you need to just give up, and he did not. I
think the Coyote, everyone needs to be what's considered. His mental health must have been lost. Just constantly losing to my man.
And the desert, starving.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Nothing to eat, but this runner that you cannot even catch.
100%. He got tired. 100%. He was dehydrated. And it was so long.
The worst part is falling for your own traps. I'm not gonna lie, I would have a breakdown thinking I am really stupid. You know
all the traps that the not the Coyote, the Roadrunner used to set for my man. Maybe the low-key, that was like
the Roadrunner never set up any trap.
Yeah, he did.
He fell into his own traps.
No, the Roadrunner would have traps set up.
No, he did not.
Is it?
No.
For me, I looked at it as him falling for hallucinations in that desert, man. He just got too hot.
The Coyote will forever set up traps. Roadrunner was just too damn fast to fall for them. And then sometimes what will happen is that he will have, I remember this thing where he will have like a fake image of the wherever place he's supposed to be going to. Mm-hmm. So in his head, he's like, okay, he's going to think this is real and try to run through it. But he never ends up running. But the thing is, he will not be able to, and he'll be able to catch him. That was like his goal, his aim. But then, for some reason, Roadrunner was still able to run through and pass through.
Yeah.
And as if and he would be like, did I say this correctly?
Yeah.
And then he will
go. That's the desert-induced hallucination.
So then he will go and try it himself and then fall into his own trap.
He was going through it. It's the mental health hallucinations. He was going through it.
But
he was dehydrated.
I think you're definitely right in the sense of like, there is definitely the difference that sets them apart is the fact that anime has a storyline.
Yeah.
And also, like, not every anime is for kids as well. It's not something I'm not gonna lie. Personally, there's quite a few animes that I wouldn't let I wouldn't let my child sit down and watch it, you know.
Well, not all, definitely.
Yeah,
Like
there's some animes that are kid friendly.
Yeah.
Like some of the ones I mentioned, actually, they're very much kid friendly.
Yeah, Bakugan is one that I just realized about, you know, well, some point anyways, not too long ago, that it actually is Japanese and is not American. So that's another one I've been coalesced in.
I mean, the name alone.
I just always, it was on Cartoon Network, and my assumption is everything on Cartoon Network is legitimately theirs. I didn't know they're out here finessing and taking things off.
Is it finessing?
I don't know.
But no, yeah, so that definitely...
To do better on the C Network, man.
They have to do what?
They have to do better on the C Network, man. Are they still around, Cartoon Network? They're still
Yeah, I think
about?
they're still around.
I don't think they are. You know, I thought I heard something about Cartoon Network getting a bit of a...
No, they can't do that.
What, Cartoon...
I feel so sorry for the kids of today if they're gonna do that. Well, there's Netflix.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
Plus
Netflix.
half their
and
cartoons...
you can binge on cartoons on Netflix. I wish I had that when I was a kid.
Half their cartoons are trash anyways, but that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole
personally.
different conversation.
Yeah.
But yes, I think we should definitely touch on our recommendations of the week. Oops.
And I will let you go first this week.
Are you so rude?
Yeah, because I could see you're getting ready to set me up. So
Yes,
now
I really
you can go for it.
I actually was gonna do that.
Nah, I know you. That's the kind of person you are.
Okay, so since we've been talking about what we've watched as kids, I'm gonna recommend you something that I did watch as a kid that I actually mentioned before and I really loved, and it's practically like one of my favorite animes of all time. So I feel like it's just fair that I recommend it to anyone that's probably not watched it, maybe. And for those that have watched it, probably rewatch it. Just enjoy yourself again.
Can I guess?
Okay, guess.
Roseanne?
No, and it's Rosanna. And then no, it's not that one.
Oh.
It's a good one too. But no, that's not the one I would recommend. I'll recommend Ranma Half.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's such a good comedy piece, anime, and like it's just so enjoyable. And I love the story. Like I just love it, and it's comical, it's fun, it has a bit of romance, and it's just old school as well. And I love the design. I think it's done by the same person that did Inuyasha as well. So it's a really good anime to watch, good feel good anime as well. Like I love it. I also really love it. I feel like I want to rewatch it again actually.
Are there any similarities between it and Inuyasha?
Yeah, Ranma and Inuyasha look alike.
Or is it?
Apart from the fact that the hair is different and there's no... I think Inuyasha has like... what's this thing called?
Ears.
Yeah, like dog ears. Yeah.
I was going to say
But the design is pretty much similar. Even the girls, the heroines in it.
Nah, it was just because I was about to accuse... Because, you know, obviously... Have you ever seen Eden Zero? I know sometimes it pops up on Netflix.
No, I haven't.
Have you seen it? Well, Eden Zero is done by the same guy who's done Fairy Tail, and apparently he's got another anime that he's done prior to that as well.
Okay.
This brother's just recycling characters then. Big man thing. And I thought, this is lazy. Like, I tried to watch Eden Zero, I couldn't do it. I was just like, it's actually not worth my time. I'm so sorry.
I mean, like the storylines are completely different between Inuyasha and Ranma, anyways. Because Ranma Half is literally is about he's cursed. Yeah. Oh well, actually, Inuyasha was cursed too. But I mean, he's cursed. But
Starting to expose childhoods here now, aren't we?
But he's cursed, but his own is like, I mean, I'm not spoiling this because you see it from the first episode anyway, but he literally goes from boy to girl. Like he's cursed, he's primarily a guy, but when he gets into hot water, he turns into girl.
So his curse is to turn into a woman.
Yeah, and he's a manly guy. He's a martial arts, very I'm gonna.
Tara's face is maybe thinking what I'm thinking, yeah, but it's like, so being a woman is a curse?
It's a curse for someone.
Is that what you thinking?
No.
So he was Bruce Jenner before Bruce. Oh, sorry, Caitlyn.
No, that was not the aim of it. He was cursed in, like he's not one that wanted to be one. He just wanted to be himself, enjoy martial art as a man and whatever. And then he would turn into a woman, which is not what he wanted to be. And then he's embarrassed because he's now dealing with breast and stuff that he's not supposed to have. Do you get?
I get it, but it's a man he's in a body that he doesn't. I just think it's funny now that you think about it.
I think the dad is also cursed because when hot water touches him, he turns into a panda.
That is so random.
It's a weird one, and but it's really fun and it's really funny. Like it's fun and funny to watch.
It's fine. I feel like she just watched me try to debunk her childhood for a second there. She wasn't trying to have it.
No, you're not going to take my childhood away from me. But that's not taking anything away.
No, I know.
It's just really... I'm just saying that's what the story was.
It's okay.
No, don't do that. Don't patronize me. Go.
My recommendation, if you are into anything to do with... If you're into The Godfather, the Mafia... that sort of, Italian gangster sort of vibe, I would say do 91 Days.
Okay.
And that is, I gotta give you credit for that first and foremost because you recommended it to me. And I remember watching it and I thought, this is actually kind of cold. Like, I didn't think you could get these kind of stories in anime. I don't know why I limited anime in that sense because there are actually so many different kind of stories you can get, but I just didn't expect that. Especially the way it felt, I would recommend you watch it dub so you get the Italian feel. Because I don't feel like you can get the whole side of the table eating my pasta, and them man shouting in Japanese. I don't think you can get the same vibe. For me personally, I couldn't. I tried, but it wasn't giving me the energy I wanted. But in dub form, because in dub form you get the Italian accent mixed into it. It's not just them all sounding like Americans or something like that. You get a little bit of the accent, a bit of this, that, and the other. So
yeah.
I think if you watch it in dub, you'll enjoy it. But yeah, you get to see a revenge story, and you get to see a carefully well planned out and thought one. You get to see the step that goes into it, but you get some of that crime boss lifestyle, and you see how these mafia lords operate, man. I'm not gonna lie. So if you've enjoyed something like The Godfather or even Scarface, even though them man are not Italian, they're obviously Colombians.
Was it The Goodfellas?
Yeah, anything along that sort of vibe, you definitely enjoy 91 Days. But yeah, that's gonna be my recommendation.
It's got a good storyline.
Yeah.
Very.
And with that, we have come to the end of another episode. We've tried. We got through it.
Sorry, I'm making sounds. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I forget that you have audio listeners, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm getting excited. But yes, we've gone through, we've done it. We've done episode 2. Thank God.
Yes, and now we just await episode 3.
Yes, if we're not fighting again.
Yeah, like I said, if the episode don't come, more time we're beefing. There's a good chance one of us decides to have an argument over who's washing the plates tonight, or something along them lines, or I refuse to clean something, somewhere along them lines. We'll see.
So you even know where you go wrong? Can you imagine?
I was trying to be nice and modest. I'm not pointing out your errors here, but
By the way, also please do make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and if you are actually listening to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify, please do rate us. I hope y'all liking the podcast so far, and definitely we're trying to stay on.
Yeah.
So
we're children. We need validation. I won't lie.
You need validation.
No. We need validation. So give me the ratings. Let me know I'm doing good. Like, please tell me. I want it. I'm begging for it. Actually, no, I'm not begging for it. I'm not doing that.
The pride came in.
Pride kicked in. I'm not begging for it. But, leave something there for us. But yeah, with that, we are out, and, meet us next time in the middle. Bye.